Hi, Adam here and welcome to my Diablo 3 patch 2.3 Crusader Hammerdin, or whatever you want to call it, guide. This is on the PTR, so it's subject to change, but it's a lot of fun and taking me well beyond Greater Rift 50. The Hammerdin build is awesome because it combines the crowd clearing ability of the sweep build with the single target damage of the shield bash build, and it's easy on resources too. This is a lot more fun than the prevalent sweep build currently played on the live servers, with hits over 2 billion well within your grasp. It's worth mentioning I do not have optimal gear by any means, so what you're seeing is probably just an indication of potential rather than actual ability. So let's look at what the Crusader's new set, Seeker of the Light, actually does. 2-set bonus. Every use of Blessed Hammer that hits an enemy reduces the cooldown of Falling Sword and Provoke by 1 second. 4-set bonus, you take 50% less damage for 8 seconds after landing with Falling Sword. 6-set bonus, increase the damage of Blessed Hammer by 750% and Falling Sword by 250%. To back up the set, we're using the build's complementary pieces that also came with the patch. Gabriel's Vambraces. When your Blessed Hammer hits 3 or less enemies, 75 to 100% of its wrath cost is refunded. Guard of Joanna. Blessed Hammer is increased by 200 to 250% for the first 3 enemies it hits. If you're keeping up, that's an extra 1000% damage on Blessed Hammer for the first 3 hits, which could only get better with Joanna's Argument, which increases the attack speed of Blessed Hammer by 100%, so that's like double, triple DPS. It's a lot. We won't actually be using this, but extracting its power with Kanai's Cube to use as a passive. As a one-hander, it won't hit very hard, so unfortunately a Furnace is still our best option for the weapon slot, but you can consider using Cam's Rebuttal until you've found one for extra bounciness, but honestly, Cam's Rebuttal isn't so useful. We'll also be extracting the Hexing Pants of Mr. Yan and Unity, provided you can also give a Unity to Cormac. We'll be putting String of Ears in the belt slot because its damage reduction is flat out awesome. For rings, we're opting for Convention of Elements and Stone of Jordan. Focus and Restraint only grant 50% damage as we're not using a generator, so it looks a lot like a wasted couple of slots to me when Convention does on average the same job, and while old hat, Stone of Jordan is still pretty great. Necklace is a matter of taste. I'm a huge fan of the elemental immunity necklaces, but a Holy Claws Hellfire would probably be a great choice for a full damage build with the Limitless rune. Let's take a look at skills. We're going to go for the obvious Blessed Hammer with a not so obvious Limitless rune, which is incredibly useful to clear a room and even not terrible when the Rift Guardian comes along. I'd usually look to the new Cold Elemental rune as it explodes, but there's something about not being able to roll cold damage on gear which leads me to wonder why they bothered making it in the first place. Naturally, due to the set bonuses, we're going to be wanting to make use of Provoke with Cleanse and Falling Sword with Flurry now too. Falling Sword's not 100% ideal because of that lengthy animation, but it's a solid defensive cooldown nonetheless. We're also sticking loyally to Akarat's Champion with Prophet, Iron Skin with Steel Skin, and Laws of Valor with Critical for that DPS boost. Our passives are going to be Heavenly Strength to tote that Furnace, Blunt to stoke those hammers, Finery for better gem bonuses, and Indestructible for the extra life. So there you go, that's a build with the potential to hit a great deal of mobs for billions of damage, which is all anyone really ever asked for. Time will tell whether the build has the defensive power to compete with Sweep, perhaps with some tweaks to gemming and jewelry, but it definitely has the offensive power to blow it completely out the water. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and comment below if you want to see more Diablo 3 content or if you have any questions or ideas about the build.